Hello, ninth grade. Welcome to our English lesson for today. I hope you are all well and enjoying your time. Today, inshallah, we're going to start with Unit 3. Unit 3, Period 1. طلابنا الأعزاء، أهلا ومرحبا بكم في درس جديد من دروس اللغة الإنجليزية للصف التاسع. اليوم سنبدأ بالوحدة الثالثة، الدرس الأول. هيا لنبدأ على بركة الله. First, let's look at the title of the unit. Be fit, but be safe. What does it mean? كن لائقاً بدنياً ولكن كن آمناً. How do you think we can be fit? باعتقادكم كيف نصبح لائقين بدنياً؟ Yes, first we should do sport. أولاً علينا بلعب الرياضة. Second, get enough sleep. ثانياً علينا أن ننام نوماً كافياً 8 ساعات يومياً. Third, eat healthy food. علينا أيضاً بتناول الطعام الصحي. قبل الانطلاق بهذه الوحدة نحن بحاجة للتعرف إلى بعض المفردات الجديدة. فهل أنتم مستعدون أعزائي؟ Activity number 1. Listen and repeat. هيا لنستمع للكلمات الجديدة ونكررها ومن ثم نحاول أن نجد معانيها.
Calm down. Collapse. Cover. First aid kit. Ground. Lie. Pulse. Right. Sweat. Thermal blanket.
Now, let's learn together their meanings. The first word is calm down. Calm down. Calm down is a verb. فعل. It means relax. We can say it when someone is angry or worried. أول كلمة معنا لهذا اليوم هي كلمة calm down وتعني اهدأ. يمكن أن نستخدمها إذا كان الشخص غاضباً أو متوتراً. The second word is collapse. Collapse. What does it mean? Collapse is a verb. It means to fall down. الكلمة الثانية هي كلمة collapse. ما معناها؟ هي فعل بمعنى ينهار. Next, we have cover. Cover. Cover is a verb. In the picture, the boy covers his face with his arm. Cover here بمعنى يغطي. The fourth word for today is as you see in the picture. What is it? It's first aid kit. First aid kit. وتعني صندوق الإسعاف الأولي. The fifth word for today is ground. Ground. Ground is a noun. It means the surface of the earth. الكلمة الخامسة لهذا اليوم هي كلمة ground وتعني أرض. The sixth word in our list is lie. As you see in the picture, the boy lies on the ground. Lie is a verb وتعني يستلقي. What do you see now? The doctor checks the pulse of the patient. Our next word is pulse. Pulse. Pulse is a noun. It means the number of heartbeats. ماذا نرى الآن؟ الطبيب في الصورة يفحص نبض المريض. Pulse تعني نبض. The eighth word is the opposite of wrong. The opposite of wrong, which is right. Right. It means correct. الكلمة الثامنة كما ترون هي كلمة right وتعني صحيح. The ninth word is sweat. Sweat. Sweat is a verb. You often sweat when you do sport. الكلمة التاسعة معنا لهذا اليوم هي كلمة sweat وتعني يتعرق. The last word as shown in the picture is thermal blanket. Thermal blanket وهي تعني بطانية حرارية. بعد أن تعرفنا على معاني الكلمات, now let's do this exercise together. Complete the sentences. أكمل الفراغ. Let's see the words in the box first. Number 1, thermal blanket وتعني بطانية حرارية. Second, cover وتعني يغطي. Third, first aid kit وتعني صندوق الإسعاف الأولي. Next we have calm down وتعني إهداء. We have collapsed وتعني انهار. We have sweating وتعني يتعرق. Let's see the first sentence now. Number 1, stop working under the sun. You are space. When you work under the sun, you will sweat. So stop working under the sun. You are sweating. Number 2, don't be afraid. Everything will be fine. Just, what's the answer? Yes, just calm down. Calm down. Number 3, a lot of buildings, space during the war. What happens to buildings during the war? Yes, they collapsed. A lot of buildings collapsed during the war. Number 4, could you space the baby? It's getting cold. الجو أصبح بارد. So please cover the baby. Cover the baby. Number 5, Ali has cut his finger. He has cut his finger. Get the space soon. What's the answer? If you cut your finger, we have to get the first aid kit. First aid kit. The last sentence. A space keeps you warm in cold weather. What's the answer? Yes, it's thermal blanket. A thermal blanket keeps you warm in cold weather. Thank you all. Now, let's move to activity number 2. Look at the picture. Describe it. الآن دعونا ننتقل للنشاط الثاني. انظروا إلى الصورة وعبروا عنها. As you see, there is a boy lying on the ground. He doesn't look well. The coach is trying to help him. Also, in the bubble, there is a first aid kit and a thermal blanket. كما نرى في الصورة، هنالك فتى ملقى على الأرض. لا يبدو أن هذا الفتى بخير. صديقه والمدرب يحاولان أن يساعدانه. Now, we're going to listen to a conversation to answer questions. Let's read the questions first. Number 1. Why was Jamie away from school? لماذا كان جيمي بعيداً عن المدرسة؟ Question 2. How does Jamie look to وليد? كيف يبدو جيمي لوليد؟ Question 3. What happened to Jamie? ماذا حدث لجيمي؟ Let's listen to the conversation to answer the questions.
Waleed and his friend Jamie are at football training. Jamie is a very good player, but it is his first day back at school after a week in bed with flu, and something is not right.
Jamie, you don't look good.
I'm much better than I was.
But perhaps you should take things more slowly.
The most important match of the year is on Saturday, and I want to be ready for it.
But you're not as strong as you think you are.
I'm fine. Listen, everyone. You're doing better than you were last week, but you're still not doing the best you can. And you're still not as fit as you need to be. So next, please run round the pitch as fast as you can. Go!
Jamie, stop. You look terrible.
You're right. It's getting worse.
Coach, Jamie has collapsed.
Really? He's usually the fittest boy in the team.
Yes, but he's just had flu.
What? Well, he was wrong to start training so soon.
I told him.
OK, Waleed, calm down. Now, let's check his pulse. It's racing. He's cold too, and he's sweating.
Do we need a doctor?
Perhaps, but first let's cover him. Run and get the thermal blanket and the first aid kit.
I'll be as quick as I can.
Now, let's answer. Let's see question 1 first. Why was Jamie away from school? لماذا كان جيمي بعيداً عن المدرسة؟ Yes, he had a week in bed with the flu. كان مريضاً بالإنفلونزا. Question 2. How does Jamie look to وليد? كيف يبدو جيمي لوليد؟ He looks terrible. He looks terrible. يبدو فظيعاً. Question 3. What happened to Jamie? ماذا حدث لجيمي؟ He collapsed. لقد انهار. Now, let's listen to the conversation and find the meanings together. Waleed and his friend Jamie are at football training. وليد وصديقه جيمي في تدريب لكرة القدم. Jamie is a very good player, but it is his first day back at school after a week in bed with the flu. جيمي لاعب كرة قدم جيد، ولكن إنه اليوم الأول له بعد أسبوع في المنزل بسبب الإنفلونزا. And something isn't right. وهنالك شيء ليس بصحيح. Now we start the conversation with Waleed. Waleed says, Jamie, you don't look good. Jamie, أنت لا تبدو بخير. Jamie answers, I'm much better than I was. أنا الآن أفضل مما كنت. Now Waleed says, but perhaps you should take things more slowly. ولكن ربما عليك أن تأخذ الأمور بروية أكثر. So Jamie answers, the most important match of the year is on Saturday. أهم مباراة لهذه السنة هي يوم السبت. And I want to be ready for it. وأريد أن أكون مستعدا لها. Waleed says, but you are not as strong as you think you are. أنت لست بالقوة التي تعتقد أنك بها. Jamie says, I'm fine. يقول أنا بخير. The coach now says, coach تعني مدرب. He says, listen everyone. اسمعوا جميعا. You're doing better than you were last week. أنتم الآن أفضل مما كنتم الأسبوع الماضي. But you still not doing the best you can. ولكن أنتم لا تقدمون أفضل ما لديكم. And you are still not as fit as you need to be. وليس لديكم اللياقة البدنية الكافية. So next, please run round the pitch as fast as you can. Now go. لذلك عليكم أن تجروا حول الملعب بأسرع ما عندكم. ابدأوا. Now Waleed says, Jamie, stop. You look terrible. Jamie, توقف. أنت تبدو فظيعا. Jamie now says, "You're right. It's getting worse." أنت محق. أنا الآن أسوأ. He falls to the ground and he lies there not moving. يقع أرضاً ويستلقي هناك ولا يتحرك. Now وليد screams, "Coach, Jamie has collapsed." وليد الآن متوتر وخائف ينادي على المدرب ويقول بأن جيمي انهار. The coach now says, "Really? He's usually the fittest boy in the team." جيمي غالباً هو أكثر طالب لديه لياقة بدنية في الفريق. Now وليد says, "Yes, but he has just had a flu." نعم، ولكنه كان مصاباً بالإنفلونزا. Now the coach says, "What? Well, he was wrong to start training so soon." لقد كان جيمي مخطئاً بأن يعود للتدريب بهذه السرعة. Now وليد says, I told him. لقد أخبرته بذلك. وهو متوتر. Now the coach tries to calm down وليد. So he says, "وليد, calm down. Now let's check his pulse." بداية دعنا نفحص نبضه. It's racing. إنه سريع. He's cold too and he's sweating. وهو بارد وأيضا يتعرق. Now وليد asks, "Do we need a doctor?" هل نحتاج إلى طبيب؟ The coach says, "Perhaps, but first let's cover him." أولاً علينا أن نغطيه. Run and get the thermal blanket and the first aid kit. هيا يا وليد، اذهب لجلب البطانية الحرارية وصندوق الإسعاف الأولي. Now وليد says, "I'll be as quick as I can." سأعود بأقصى سرعة. Now, my dear students, I need you to practice our conversation at home with your family. I hope you enjoyed our time together today. Here we come to the end of our lesson. I want to thank you all for watching us today and see you again next time. Bye bye.